of my voice, clap once. If you can hear the sound of my voice, clap twice. If you can hear the sound of my voice, eyes on me. If you can hear the sound of my voice, touch your nose. Oh, good job! I love teachers. They can follow directions. Good job. Round of applause for you. Yay! Come on. It's all right. Well, good evening and welcome to the 2025 Top Teachers event. Tonight we have some wonderful celebrations in store for you. And on behalf of Jackson Magazine, we are thrilled to be here at our 15th annual Top Teachers event. Before we kind of begin the awards section of our program, I just wanted to put out a quick reminder that we have some beautiful cupcakes that are over at the non-alcoholic lemonade station. So if you haven't yet indulged in that, please make sure that you do that before the evening is out. But with that kind of being said, I would love to have everyone rise. If you do have a hat on, we ask that you take it off. And we would like to have Sergeant Nichols help us with our presentation of colors and then also our pledge of allegiance.
Color guard, attention! Forward! Forward! Left! Mark time, mark! Color guard, hold! Right, feet! Present arms!
I pledge allegiance
To the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order, order! About feet! Fall out.
Golden Knights!
Thank you to the Jackson Area Career Center, JROTC students, and Master Sergeant Mike Nichols. Thank you so much for the wonderful presentation. For those of you that haven't had the pleasure yet of meeting me, or I haven't had the pleasure yet of meeting you, I wanted to give a kind of a quick introduction. My name is Jenny Cronkite. I'm the operations director at Jackson Magazine, and sincerely, it is definitely truly an honor to be here tonight with all of you to celebrate the top teachers. These remarkable teachers have left an indelible mark on the students' lives that they touch daily just by doing kind of their calling in life and their vocation. And we are so proud to be able to recognize the profound impact that each and every one of the teachers make in our community. This evening, we're thrilled to honor 10 different exceptional educators with the awards that celebrate their hard work and their dedication, thanks to the generous support of the Jackson Community Foundation, the Hearst Foundation, and also the Patricia Spencer Trozen Endowment Fund. Say that 4 times fast, I dare you. That's a tongue twister. At the Jackson Community Foundation, 5 of the honorees are going to receive a philanthropic support. So this year's 2025 Teacher of the Year is going to be awarded with $5,000. And then the four grant recipients are going to receive grants of $1,000. Later tonight, we're actually going to hear from Eric Lyman, who's going to be is currently the Donor and Community Relations Director for the Jackson Community Foundation, and he's going to share a little bit more about the vision that's behind the outstanding support for the educators. And now I'd like to take a moment that we recognize some of the familiar faces that we have. So if you are a previous top teacher or a teacher of the year, we ask that you please stand so that we can recognize you. I know there's at least one in here. Top teacher. Our next acknowledgement needs to go to an extraordinary group of individuals who have played an integral role in making tonight possible. So it's my pleasure to introduce you to the members of our editorial board. So if you are here as a member of our editorial board for the advisory board, please stand. I don't think I saw my. We have. And to give you an idea of what the editorial board does for us. So when people say, hey, I want you to cover me in the magazine, it's our editorial advisory board that helps us figure out the organizations and the right stories that sort of craft the right impact that we're looking to make in the business community. So those are really kind of powerful voices that kind of help us make sure that the business community is represented throughout the magazine. And so an event like this tonight, you might have guessed, wouldn't be possible without the generous support of our sponsors and the different, I keep saying flags, but really the posters that you saw kind of when you went through the buffet line tonight, each represent one of our sponsors, and we are so thrilled to have them. So we would love to take a moment to thank our presenting sponsors, so True Community Credit Union, Spring Arbor University, the Stoll Insurance Agency, and then also our supporting sponsor this evening, which is the Jackson Area Career Center. And then also with the philanthropic support, like I talked about with the teacher grants and then the financial support, the Jackson Community Foundation, and I'm gonna say it again, but cleaner this time, the Patricia Stenson Trozen Endowment Fund, I'll get it eventually, and then also the Hearst Foundation. So thank you so much for your support. Additionally, we wanted to give our sincerest gratitude to our community partners. It is so incredibly nice to be able to have community partners that we can call upon when we need things. So tonight, of course, 49 South for the wonderful venue, CCC Catering for the delicious dinner, Ivan Framed, the Jackson Rental Center, LTI Printing, the Top Teachers Committee, the AG Chocolates, by the way, like, ooh, they're very nice, you should have some. And then also the Jackson Area Career Center. So in the spirit of this evening, we really kind of want to call out the talent of the students that are in our community. So if you take a look at each one of the beautiful centerpieces that are on all of the tables, those were created by some students at the Career Center. They are gorgeous. The delicious cupcakes that are over there by the lemonade station, those were also created by students at the Career Center. So it's some of the fabulous work that is being done in our community by our educators with our students, and we really want to kind of call out that support. And I promised that I would mention a couple of things. So if you have an honoree with you tonight or a previous top teacher, we ask that you kind of let them have dibs. But those centerpieces are up for grabs. Literally, you can walk away with them tonight. No one's going to stop you. We encourage it. Because if you don't, my mom and my grandma will get a whole bunch for Mother's Day. So we encourage you to divvy those out amongst yourselves. But please let the honorees take a first stab at them. And then also, if you kind of want one of those floral centerpieces, but you just kind of don't make it, we would love for you to visit the Career Center this weekend because they actually have a plant sale that's going on May 10th, just in time for Mother's Day. So it's going to be on Saturday at 8 a.m. to noon out at the Career Center. So if you don't get a centerpiece and you want one, this is a little plug. I told Jennifer Smith that I would make. So thank you for honoring that. And then also we want to give all of those students a very large round of applause before we kind of move forward. It's on Facebook Live. Thank you. And now before we kind of move into the honoree section, I kind of wanted to give you guys an idea to share about how the top teachers and then also the teacher of the year are selected. So I know some of you are very intimately familiar with this process, and then other of you are like, dude, I showed up to an event to cheer. That's what I got. So if you're on the I'm just cheering part of tonight, this is for you, and then obviously it's also for the folks that are watching us online. So the selection process is very thoughtful, thorough, and it spans several months. And when I joined the team at the magazine, I was just shocked at how intensive it is. So each nominee begins by completing a detailed questionnaire, which includes 7 different essays this year. They showcase their unique teaching style, they go into why it is that they do what they do, why it is that they love things, and I'm completely paraphrasing, those are not the real essay questions that they have. And it's really no small task. Some of the past teachers who have participated and have won the Teacher of the Year have mentioned something like 4 hours that it has taken them. So this is very much a labor of love that they are able to complete, and then they submit that back by the October deadline. All of those nominees who choose to fill out the questionnaire. All of that information goes to our initial selection committee. And then they thoroughly go through each one of those applications, and then they vote to narrow down the pool to 10 teachers, and that's where we get our top 10. And then here at Jack's Magazine, we observe all of those discussions. We aren't actually voting on any of that. That's not what we do, but we help convene that wonderful process. And then those 10 educators are the ones that we're celebrating tonight. But it didn't end there. What happens from there is to determine the Teacher of the Year and then the grant recipients. All of the teachers that are part of that group of 10 go through 2 different classroom observations. And those classroom observations, all of that feedback that happens from the observation committee, that then goes to a 3rd committee. And each committee is purposefully blind, so they don't really know, like they clearly know this is the top 10 that came from the initial selection committee, but they don't really have the full gamut of all the information on purpose, so to reduce bias. And so at the final selection committee, they get together and they go through everything from the initial nomination to each of the essays, all the way through information for each of the 10 teachers, and then they select the Teacher of the Year and then the 4 grant recipients. And so it's truly an incredible process, and ensuring that every step of the way honors some of the most talented and dedicated educators in our community. So it's really kind of a big deal. And one of the things I know that the committee may kind of like shamelessly be very mad at me about is one of the things we couldn't do without the support of our committee is be able to have these awards. So we think it's really wonderful that they are here. And I'm going to read some names, and you're supposed to stand at this point. Hi, committee members. Are you going to stand in the back? No? Okay, so Karen, Carol, Teresa, Dan, Julie, Willow, Barb, Nancy, the other Karen, Janelle, who is out sick, we apologize, Monica, Mark, Wiley, and then also Sarah. Could you all please stand? Pam, Sarah, and also Bonnie. Please stand. We were up and down very quickly. I did tell them that I was going to do that, so thank you so very much for being on our committee, and then all the work that you guys do. We really, really, really appreciate it. Now we would like to take a moment to, I'm just going to re-say what I just said. That's what I get for ad-libbing. So this evening, each of our top teachers, including the Teacher of the Year, will be recognized up front. We are going to have a personalized token of appreciation for everyone. And you're also going to see that the 4 grant recipients are going to be honored with a beautiful commemorative frame. And then also you'll see that there is a special tribute for the Teacher of the Year, of course, which is going to be a framed copy of the May issue of Jack's Magazine. And then also you're going to see that there is a beautiful bouquet of flowers that are going to go out to our other teachers. And I find that these notes are kind of out of order, so I don't know why I'm telling you all this now. Little egg on my face. There you are. So we'll get into that, I think, in a little bit. Now, if you actually follow the real agenda and not my pages that are out of order, you will see that we are going to be moving into our sponsor presentations at this point. So one of our sponsors that has been with us for a very, very long time that we couldn't do these awards without is True Community Credit Union. And unfortunately, Janelle, who is one of our committee members, is out sick, but the wonderful Sarah Ermentaker actually was going to come up and say a few words. So thank you.
Thank you. Yes, I'm not Janelle, but I'm pinch hitting for her. So, my name is Sarah Ermentaker. I'm the Chief Community Impact Officer at True Community Credit Union. And yes, we've been sponsoring this event, oh gosh, I don't know how many years, it's been a long time. And to be honest, whenever this application comes through and the sponsorship thing comes through, I'm like, yeah, it's a no-brainer. Because we love to truly honor the amazing work that the teachers are doing every single day, even when they're exhausted, with our kids. And so True Community has been partnering with all of the schools in the area for over 30 years to teach financial education. And so I can honestly tell you that that program would not have survived or have had the reach that we have had without the cooperation and the dedication of the teachers. It's not the schools, it's the teachers. And so our partner teachers, our advocates, our partners, we love you. So thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. True Community Credit Union, our mission is to create legacy-defining moments for the people and places we serve from generations to come. If I were to write a mission statement for teachers, I'm assuming it would sound quite similar. I'm thinking that it would be almost the same. Teachers embody cultivating legacy-defining moments by planting the seeds of knowledge, inspiration, growth in their students, and nurturing a brighter future. So today, we honor you and all of the work that you do. We want to celebrate you and celebrate your legacy-defining moment. Thank you. And then I get to introduce our other sponsors, Spring Arbor University and Barbara Baird-Pauly.
I told Jenny earlier, the worst thing to do is to give a microphone to a former high school principal. I think first and foremost is a thank you to Jackson Magazine. Education is not an easy profession. It is a phenomenal profession, but it is not easy. You're on every minute of every day. And most of our educators love what we do every minute of every day. As a part of Spring Arbor University now, we are preparing tomorrow's teacher leaders. And as I look around this room and I see the different schools represented, I see where we placed our elementary students, I see where we placed our middle school students, and I see where we placed our high school educators, our special educators. And soon to be, because we're starting our Masters in Ed Leadership in July, we'll be interning locally future administrators. And so the partnership we have here with Jackson Magazine with respect to this event goes well beyond. It's a partnership with our schools here in Jackson County. And we are preparing tomorrow's teacher leaders. And so thank you for recognizing the importance of this profession. It is a message we give our students each and every day. This is a profession. And we have a huge ownership to advocating for it, to representing it, and for our teachers this year. What a great way to acknowledge the work that you do. As a school of education, and as a part of Spring Arbor University, what a beautiful opportunity our students have in a very small Christian institution to prepare for a much more global experience. And so again, I thank Jackson Magazine for acknowledging the importance of the work that our teachers are doing, for our partners that are here, for acknowledging and recognizing the importance of what you do in providing opportunities for tomorrow's leaders. And the beauty of it is, and Tricia gave me this list earlier, each and every year we've had at least 2 to 4 teachers who have graduated from our programs who are recognized by Jackson Magazine. So not only recognized here, but they're contributing back to the community. That's a phenomenal, phenomenal opportunity. So again, thank you, and thank you for what you're doing. Next up, Adam Stowe.
Thank you, Mrs. Pauly. She was principal when I was at Jackson High, so she always Mrs. Pauly. Hi, everyone. So my name's Adam with the Stowe Agency, Nemic Insurance. So I'll keep it short and sweet because I know we're here to actually recognize the educators. And first of all, I want to say big congratulations to all the top teachers. I used to want to be a teacher, and student teaching just petrified me. And so I have tremendous respect for them. If you're not familiar with Nemic, that's okay. We're an insurance company. It was founded back in 1950 by a group of Michigan teachers. Kind of our wheelhouse is like auto, home insurance for school employees and also retired educators. So we've been in the Jackson area for over 30 years. The patriarch, my dad right there, he was actually a high school biology teacher, and then we've been doing it a little over 30 years. Something that I would encourage all of you who are in the schools to check out is the MEMIC Foundation. All throughout the year, there's 2 different grants going on. There'll be grants for art teachers, for your music teachers, and so you can check that out at our website. And once again, congratulations to all this year's top teachers. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Adam. Now it's my great pleasure to help introduce our co-EMCs or our co-NCs for this evening. So we're going to have Pam Schultz, who is the chair of the Top Teachers Executive Committee, and then also Sarah Brenland, I've never said the name right, chair of our Classroom Observation Committee, that are going to come up and join us, please.
Thank you, Jenny, and good evening, everyone. I think speaking for both Sarah and myself, and Sarah's another amazing committee member among all of the amazing committee members, it's truly an honor to introduce the 2025 Jackson Magazine Top Teachers and shine the spotlight on these outstanding educators in Jackson County. Before we get started, I'd like to welcome a special guest to the stage. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Dan Draper from the Jackson Area Career Center. He is going to be helping us with the distribution of the awards. And I will tell you, I don't think I'd like his job, because look at that pile of stuff over there. And he has to get it all to the right people. So anyway, thank you, Dan. It is my privilege to introduce Dakota Balo, a remarkable 5th grade teacher at George Long Elementary School in Grass Lake. For Dakota, teaching isn't just a job, it's in her blood. Even in high school and college, she found herself drawn to helping others learn, and for the past 12 years, she's dedicated herself to inspiring her students with passion and care. Dakota's classroom thrives on her powerful mantra, "I expect effort, not perfection." She fosters a safe and supportive space where students feel encouraged to take risks, explore, and grow. Her lessons are filled with real-world connections, storytelling, and hands-on projects that bring learning to life. Dakota inspires her students to ask the wonder questions and make unique connections, proving that learning isn't just about textbooks, it's about understanding how knowledge applies to the world around them. Beyond her innovative teaching, Dakota's relationships with her students are the heart of her success. She takes the time to connect personally, using humor and heartfelt conversations to make every child feel seen and valued. Her belief that strong connections lead to stronger learning guides everything she does. Dakota's impact extends beyond the classroom. She transformed an unused outdoor courtyard into a vibrant learning space and created green go bags for outdoor science activities. Partnering with the local American Legion Post, she also helps students find scholarships and leadership opportunities. Through her creativity, community focus, and unwavering commitment to her students, Dakota Balo is truly an extraordinary educator. Please join me in celebrating Dakota, whose dedication and heart inspire us all.
Sure, I'll throw it out there. You want me to come on? Yeah. Okay. You can hang out. Yeah, hang out to that end. Thank you. Mine's gonna be short and sweet. I'm really happy to represent Grass Lake Community Schools. They're back there. If you see them, guys, wave it up. Yep, there they are. I just like to really thank my coworkers and my administration. They let me do all my crazy things, and they love my visits to various buildings. And yeah, I just really appreciate it. Without them, without their support, I wouldn't be who I am as a teacher, and my students wouldn't get to see all these amazing things. So I appreciate it. Thank you, Jackson Magazine, for the opportunity to stand up here for 1 minute and talk. So thank you guys.
Now it's my pleasure to introduce to you tonight Rainey Bivens from Northwest Elementary School, where she is a 5th grade teacher. For 20 years, Rainey Bivens has been shaping young minds fueled by a lifelong passion for teaching. Growing up, she loved playing school and exploring creativity, later gaining hands-on experience in daycare and as a 4-H program assistant. Today, as a 5th grade teacher at Northwest Elementary School, she follows in the footsteps of all the teachers who once inspired her. I thrived when teachers took an interest in my life, she said. When they leaned in and encouraged me, I was inspired to do my best. Bivens believes that great teaching comes from being a great learner. She adapts her methods to meet the diverse needs of her students each year, reading books, listening to podcasts, or trying new teaching strategies. She's always evolving. Each year, students arrive with different interests, backgrounds, and needs, she said. What works one year might not work the next. Central to her philosophy is that students thrive when they feel a sense of belonging. She encourages this by greeting students warmly and asking thoughtful questions about their lives. Daily morning meetings and cherished traditions like her honor box and student of the week are some of her favorites, fostering confidence and connection and fueling academic and personal motivation. Bivens uses videos, songs, food, hands-on activities, and movement-based learning, like tossing a ball to answer questions, to keep her students engaged. She's intentional with enthusiasm, voice inflection, animation, and smiling during her lessons. Everything feels easier when it's presented in an enjoyable way, she said. For Bivens, teaching goes way beyond delivering lessons. It's about igniting a passion for learning. She understands that when students feel valued, comfortable, and cared for, they are more likely to engage, take risks, and experience growth. Whether through a thoughtful morning meeting, an encouraging word, or creative classroom activities, she continuously shapes her students in meaningful ways, both in and out of the classroom. Please welcome Rainey Bivens.
Good evening, I'm Rainey Bivens. I'm honored to be recognized as one of the top 10 teachers in our area. This award is a reflection of the awesome students I've had the privilege of teaching and the supportive community around me. Thank you, Jackson Magazine, for recognizing the impact of teachers. It truly inspires me to keep giving and doing my best.
I need to step back to something I should have said when I first started, and I wasn't paying attention. Sorry, teachers. Once you have made your appearance here at the microphone, if you would just step over to the side, and Dan will do the presentation of the awards, and a picture will be taken. And then after the program, we want to do a group picture, so if everyone would kind of come to the front afterwards, so that can happen. That would be great. I hope I don't get fired. It is my honor to introduce Courtney Byers, an inspiring 12th grade English language arts teacher at Grass Lake High School. Courtney is one of only 30 teachers nationwide selected for the prestigious 2025 Echoes and Reflections educational journey through Poland, where she'll spend 9 days this summer delving deeply into the history of the Holocaust. This incredible opportunity reflects her passion for teaching, the psychology of human behavior, and ensuring that students understand that bigotry and racism are not new, and they won't disappear unless we actively work against them. Courtney's classroom is a place of growth, understanding, and collaboration. She builds strong relationships with her 100+ students, showing them that what they feel and experience matters. She helps them navigate life's challenges with strategies they can carry with them, all while emphasizing the importance of compassion. Courtney empowers her students by reminding them that their voices have power, their actions matter, and they can create the world they want to live in. In her teaching, Courtney fosters teamwork, encouraging students to share their preferences and ideas. She sees herself not as their boss, but as their partner, helping to raise independent, critical thinkers. Some of her current students are the children of former students. I know how that feels. And she delights in teasing them with stories of their parents' school days. That's our little way of kind of getting back. Beyond the classroom, Courtney serves on her school's strategic planning committee, advises the Quiz Bowl team, and volunteers at community events. With a Bachelor of Arts from Eastern Michigan, a master's degree from Spring Arbor University, Courtney Byers exemplifies the heart of education. We're also proud to share that Courtney is one of this year's top teacher grant recipients, recognized for her creative approach in the classroom. Please join me in celebrating her incredible achievements and her deep commitment to her students. Courtney?
I have intense days, right? I can talk in front of hundreds of teenagers and it's not a problem, but grown-ups, I'm just grateful there was a cash bar, so. It's not very often that people can get paid by doing their passion, and I'm just very fortunate that I would have that opportunity. So thank you, I appreciate it. I want to thank Grass Lake for being so supportive over the years. It means everything. I wouldn't be where I am if it wasn't for them kind of pushing me in that direction. So thank you all so much.
So ladies and gentlemen, it's now my pleasure to introduce Sarah Druschal, a passionate kindergarten teacher at the Queen of the Miraculous Medal School. Sarah's journey into teaching began not from a favorite teacher or a school memory, but from her own struggles as a student. She decided early on to create the kind of joyful, supportive classroom that she wished she had had as a child. Walking into Sarah's classroom today is like stepping into a world of energy and creativity. Whether her students are singing songs, crafting with art supplies, or marching and jumping as they count, her classroom is alive with movement and fun. A hands-on learner herself, Sarah believes that a little marching and a few jumping jacks go a long way in helping young minds soak up knowledge. For Sarah, her classroom isn't just a place to learn, it's a family. Over her 10 years of teaching, she has taken the time to connect with her students and bring their interests into her lessons. From dinosaurs to superheroes, she embraces a yet mentality, teaching her students that while they might not have been able to do something now, they just haven't mastered it yet. Sarah's adaptability, enthusiasm for new ideas, and dedication to fostering a love for learning make her an extraordinary educator. Please join me in celebrating Sarah Druschal, who continues to be a light in her students' lives and an inspiration to us all.
Thank you. This is very exciting. I cry all the time. Very nerve-wracking. I'm honored. I would prefer if you guys were all this tall. Much better. That's it. Thank you. Thank you.
Now we are honored to celebrate Joy Johnson, a dedicated and inspiring second grade teacher at Townsend Elementary School in Vanderbilt Lake. Joy has spent 19 years shaping young minds and fostering a love of learning, inspired by her own third grade teacher, Mrs. Cushman, who brought stories to life and sparked Joy's passion for education. Joy's classroom is a place where every child feels seen, heard, and valued. One story that stands out is the heartfelt gratitude of a mother who once thanked Joy for creating a nurturing space where her son could thrive. Moments like these reflect Joy's belief in meeting students where they are and encouraging them to shine in their own unique ways. From math lessons built around board games to collaborative writing projects on Google Docs, Joy ensures learning is both engaging and meaningful. But beyond academics, Joy emphasizes relationships, starting and ending each day with hugs, high fives, and warm conversations that remind her students that they are more than just learners. With her trademark enthusiasm and a mantra borrowed from Mrs. Frizzle, take chances, make mistakes, and get messy, Joy Johnson makes learning an unforgettable adventure. Let's give a round of applause to Joy for her nearly 2 decades.
Thank you. Again, unlike everybody else, if you were a lot shorter, it would be much easier to be up here talking in front of everybody. In order to get through it, I'm one of those planners. I had to write something so that I knew what to say and didn't want to miss anyone. So I just want to start by saying thank you, and thank you for this amazing opportunity for tonight. I have to admit, I was shocked when the announcement was made that I was in the top 10. I believe each and every one of us teachers put in 110% of our heart, dedication, and effort, and that's my place. Showcase all of this. I'm truly humbled to be here, and it was my principal, Jamie, who helped me understand why I'm here, because sometimes that question of, what? How did they pick me? Why me? She put it in perspective and said, it is the community and our families that notice all of what you do, and you show up for the kids in so many great ways that you deserve this nomination. While I am humbled to be here tonight, I am beyond honored to be a teacher and to be recognized for all that I do for my students. I want to take a small chance and say thank you to some very special people. Thank you to Jackson Magazine for an inspirational way to showcase some amazing talent of teachers around town that we don't always get to see. Thank you to my administrators, Jamie, Shelley, and Melissa. You have given me the opportunity to live out my dream of being a teacher and do it in a way that has helped me grow exponentially in my profession. I look forward to living this dream for many years to come. Thank you to my parents. You are always my biggest fans, and I love you for being there every step of the way. Thank you to my boys. Many of you, and I won't cry, many of you sacrificed, especially my boys, my participation at your school events and school activities. And being a teacher, that was something that I had to give up. So I appreciate you, and I know and I recognize your sacrifice as well. Your understanding has not gone unnoticed. Then to my husband, Josh, thank you for walking all those hard times, fun times, sad times, all the in-between times. I truly could not have done what I do without the amazing support you give me each and every day. I love you. I wish all of you in this room an incredible evening and the best ending to a school year. We're in May, just a little bit longer, hold out. So thank you, everyone.
Well, now it's an absolute joy to introduce Dee Dee Rush to you, an inspiring teacher at Northwest High School who brings energy, passion, and relentless drive to improve her classroom. After 23 years in education, and I just have to stop right here and go off script to say, any young lady who graduated with my son from high school cannot have already taught 23 years. How does that work when, like, I'm only, 33 myself, right? So anyway, back to the script. After 23 years in education, Dee Dee still lights up when talking about her subject matter, teaching electives like food and nutrition, parenting, child development, and peer connections. Classes that students choose because they're genuinely excited to learn from her. Dee Dee's journey into teaching was sparked early on. As a second grader, she stood up for her classmates when a substitute teacher mispronounced their names. promising herself that her future classroom would be a place where kids could speak up and find confidence. Today, that promise shines in every student she teaches. In 2014, Dee Dee was named the Michigan's Family and Consumer Science Teacher of the Year. But despite these accolades, her focus remains on keeping students engaged in an evolving world where attention spans are shrinking. She constantly tweaks her lessons and adapts her approach to meet new challenges, from digital learning tools to curriculum updates. Outside the classroom, Dee Dee wears many hats: senior class advisor, project graduation contributor, and a busy mom juggling her kids' athletic schedules. She also tackles the sensitive topics like sex education with grace, all while feeling very fortunate to have strong support from her district. For Dee Dee, teaching has always been about something greater than a paycheck. Her motivation, creativity, and dedication after 23 years prove that her impact only grows stronger with time. Let's celebrate Dee Dee Rush, whose hard work and heart make her a true force in education.
As you all know, teaching is more than a job. It is a chance to help our students grow. One part of this is ensuring we provide comprehensive sexual health education. Our students deserve honest and accurate information that helps them make safe, healthy, and respectful choices. It is as important as any other subject we teach. Thank you, Maui Nation, and thank you, my family. The end.
You're done.
Don't forget this.
Thank you.
Having been a former home ec teacher, I just have to say, when she talks about teaching the tough subjects, you go. And thank you. I am honored to now introduce Lauren Sager, an extraordinary cosmetology instructor at the Jackson Area Career Center. Lauren's journey began as a high school senior in 2007 when she completed the Career Center's 2-year cosmetology program and earned her State of Michigan cosmetology license. Although she initially planned to become a nurse, Lauren discovered that her heart belonged in cosmetology, and her passion ultimately led her back to the Career Center as an educator. Since joining the faculty at the Career Center in 2013, Lauren has been teaching the same challenging cosmetology classes that she once studied. She guides her students through an intensive program that requires at least 1,500 hours of hands-on and classroom training before taking the state licensing exam. Under her mentorship, 90% of her students achieve their licenses, which is an incredible testament to her dedication and skill. Lauren is committed to removing barriers for her students, whether by creating reusable state board kits with support from area salons, or by transforming the Career Center studio into a fully functioning salon where students can refine their craft. Her efforts go beyond technical skills. Lauren helps her students build confidence and life skills that they can carry far beyond the classroom. An innovator and advocate for her industry, Lauren has co-founded the Michigan Cosmetology Instructors Association, mentored new educators, helped rewrite the Michigan regulatory rules, and presented at the Michigan Career Education Conference. Her remarkable achievements are backed by an associate's degree, a Bachelor of Arts, and a master's degree in education. Lauren Sager exemplifies excellence in education and mentorship, inspiring her students to reach for the stars. In addition to being named a top teacher, Lauren is one of 4 educators selected to receive this year's grant, honoring her hands-on impact with students. Please join me in celebrating Lauren's incredible contributions to the cosmetology field and her unwavering commitment to empowering her students.
I almost don't want to, if you've ever heard me talk, like I'm already a loud projector anyway, so I'm so sorry, especially for those of us up here.
I kind of laugh when some of you were talking about how, you know, you wish like the crowd was really small. Have you ever tried to talk in front of a group of 15 to 18-year-old girls? Like this is not fun. I do want to keep it short and sweet. I know that you've heard a lot about the Career Center, so at the risk of this sounding like the Career Center Top Teacher Award, it really is as cool there as it seems. The kids really do magic in our building. Our kids come in as, you know, fresh into their junior year, not knowing anything, and leave us prepared professionals with certifications and licenses, and they make flowers, and they make cupcakes, and they build a house, and they run a salon. If you don't know a whole lot about the Career Center, please come check us out because magic really does truly happen. Thank you to Mr. Draper, who has supported me 100% even when my bright ideas make his life harder. Mr. Van Allen, Mrs. Kaiser, our assistant principals, always wonderful people to have in our corner. Mr. Oxley, Mrs. Keene, always just wonderful support from central office in helping us help kids, and that's what we're here to do. So thank you, top teacher. I'm humbled to be here, and truly, it could have been any teacher, and I'm sure all of us teachers feel the same way. There are people in our building that do wonderful things every day. We were just the fortunate ones that happened to get picked this year. So thank you.
Now it's my honor to introduce Jennifer Taylor, a dedicated reading specialist at Grass Lake Elementary School. Jennifer has spent an incredible 25 years teaching, with the last 9 focused on supporting struggling readers from kindergarten through 2nd grade. Her work helps students strengthen their literacy skills, paving the way for broader academic success. Jennifer's philosophy is simple yet powerful. She wants her students to know that they are capable. She encourages them to believe in themselves, even if they're reading at different rates or tackling different books. For those who feel overwhelmed by reading, Jennifer reassures them that it's her job to make it easier. She takes the time to find the right materials to spark their interest, whether it's a book about chicken and eggs for a farm-loving student or carefully tailored lessons for others. Early in her specialist role, Jennifer created a school-wide system to monitor reading performance, ensuring that no student is left without the support they need. Her efforts have led to significant improvements in comprehension of non-fiction tests and overall test scores. Jennifer uses this data not only to refine her own instruction, but also to enhance professional development for her colleagues. Beyond the classroom, Jennifer has been a longtime coach for the Grass Lake High School varsity cross-country and track teams, nurturing both their academic and athletic growth. With degrees from the University of Detroit Mercy, Spring Arbor University, and years of dedication, Jennifer Taylor embodies the spirit of education and mentorship. Let's celebrate Jennifer's remarkable impact on her students' lives and her unwavering commitment to fostering confidence and success. Jennifer is also being recognized with a Top Teacher Grant this year, celebrating the difference she's making in her school community. Jennifer Taylor.
I wasn't one of those kids that grew up wanting to be a teacher. It came much later in life after I had kids. But I was fortunate enough to grow up in a home where education was really valued, and reading especially. I grew up in a single parent home, and I'm a first generation college graduate. I hope to always instill the love of reading in all of my students, and I really want to thank my principal for pushing me outside of my comfort zone and encouraging me to do the work that I do. So thank you.
It is my pleasure to introduce Kristen Teal, an inspiring 8th grade math teacher at Northwest Kidder Middle School. Kristen's journey as an educator is deeply rooted in her family's tradition of teaching, but her unique approach comes from a high school teacher who once helped her find her own confidence. Today, Kristen uses that experience to empower her students, starting every school year by telling them, if you have said that you're not a math person, that's okay. I'm going to help you, and you can still become a math person. Kristen celebrates the aha moments when her students finally grasp a challenging concept, knowing that every small success builds their confidence. When students face difficulties, she just says, stop, let's try it another way, ensuring that they feel supported and capable. Parents have shared how her encouragement has transformed their children's attitudes toward math, creating new fans of a subject that they once feared. Her classroom is alive with collaboration and curiosity. Kristen ties math to real life, weaving it into history lessons or showing how knowledge from other classes connects to math. She encourages her students to think about the why behind math when they learn it, fostering deeper and understanding and excitement. Beyond teaching, Kristen is an active force in her school community. She serves on committees supporting student challenges and integrating reading strategies, and she staffs the school's after-school study lab once a week. Even outside the classroom, she volunteers as a cheerleading coach for her 4th grade daughter's team. Now in her 13th year of teaching and her 3rd at Kidder, Kristen Teal is the kind of teacher who sees her students' potential, believes in them fully, and inspires them to believe in themselves. Kristen's dedication has earned her one of this year's top teacher grants, a reflection of the meaningful work she does every day. Please join me in celebrating Kristen's incredible dedication to her students and her craft.
I'm honored to be up here among so many great educators in the Jackson area. I know that Jackson has amazing teachers because I work with them, and I was also taught by many inspiring Jackson area teachers growing up in Western schools. When my family and I moved back to Jackson a few years ago, I felt like I was coming home. Teaching at Northwest and becoming part of this family is such a blessing. I'm excited to get up for school each day to see my students, and I feel that I'm living out God's calling on my life as a teacher, and I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. Thank you.
Before introducing the Teacher of the Year, let's take a moment to appreciate what it means to be a top teacher. Out of over 1,600 educators in Jackson County, these finalists represent the very best of the best. Their dedication, passion, and innovative approaches to teaching is inspirational. These extraordinary educators have undergone the same rigorous evaluation process as the Teacher of the Year, and their commitment to excellence is nothing short of inspiring. Let's celebrate their incredible contributions to education and the lasting impact that they've made on our community. Moving into the introduction of the 2025 top teacher, Sarah and I are going to share the responsibilities. So this year's Teacher of the Year, top teacher is
Teresa Nagy. From the moment you step into Teresa's classroom, it's clear that something extraordinary is happening. Teresa, a high school English teacher and the 2025 Jackson Magazine Teacher of the Year, has created a space where every student feels valued and seen. Even the round tables in her classroom speak to her commitment to fostering connection and community, a reflection of her teaching philosophy. Reach before you teach. For Teresa, effective teaching begins with meaningful relationships, and she exemplifies this through her dedication to building trust, showing compassion, and truly caring for her students. As the only English teacher at Western Career Prep High School, Western School District's alternative high school, Teresa has found the unique opportunity to teach students throughout their high school journey, from freshman year to graduation. She takes this responsibility to heart, going out of her way to learn each student's story and share her own experiences to build authentic connections. Teresa's students, many of whom face challenges such as anxiety or negative school experiences, find her classroom to be a haven, a warm, welcoming environment where they feel safe, valued, and supported.
But Teresa's impact goes far beyond creating a nurturing space. A third-generation educator, she spent 24 years honing her craft and striving to make learning engaging and meaningful. She employs innovative teaching practices like Hagen cooperative learning structures and non-linguistic representations, ensuring that every student, regardless of their learning style, has the tools to succeed. Her lessons are anything but ordinary. They're interactive, they're creative, and they're designed to inspire students to actively participate in their own education. Teresa's commitment to her students is matched by her dedication to her peers and the broader community. She's played a pivotal role in establishing a professional learning community program in her district, helping teachers collaborate, analyze student data, and refine their methods to close learning gaps. For Teresa, it's not just about individualist success, it's about lifting everyone up. When asked about her motivation, Teresa points to her students. What I'm able to offer them and the fulfillment that they bring to me, it's just a wonderful thing, she says. And her students, in turn, credit Teresa with transforming their lives. Her ability to inspire confidence, instill a love of learning, and show unwavering belief in their potential makes her not only a teacher, but a life-changing mentor. Tonight, we're honored to celebrate Teresa Nagy as the 2025 Jackson Magazine Top Teacher. Her tireless dedication, innovative spirit, and genuine care for her students and community exemplify what it means to be an outstanding educator. So let's give Teresa a round of applause.
Thank you. Jenny kind of stole my thunder with her little tactics, but I was going to say when I taught elementary school, all I had to do was say 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. When I got to the middle school, I just kind of did a high five type of thing in my room, but now that I'm at the high school, all I have to do is go, bro. And they look at me right away. So I find myself standing here tonight deeply humbled and honestly a little overwhelmed. Being named Jackson Magazine's Top Teacher of the Year is something I never expected. Because like so many of my fellow educators, I didn't choose this profession for recognition. I chose it because I believe in the power of love, of hope, of the immeasurable potential within every single child who walks through my classroom door. There's a scripture that has always guided my heart in this work. In John 13:34, Jesus says, "A new command I give you, love one another. As I have loved you, so you must love one another." That to me is the essence of teaching. It's the heart of what we do. We love these students not just when it's easy, not just when they're thriving, but especially when they're struggling. We love them through the hard days, through their mistakes, through their silences, and through the battles that they carry the world may never see. When I began this journey, I thought my job was to teach. But it's my students who have actually taught me. They've taught me about resilience, about courage, about forgiveness, about beauty of simple, quiet kindness that can change somebody's day or even their life. There have been days when I've felt tired, when the world inside the school walls felt heavy and overwhelming. But then a student leaves a note on my desk that says, "Thank you for not giving up on me. I love you so much." And in that moment, I remember why I do this. Because love isn't just a feeling. It's a choice we make every day. To show up, to listen, to offer grace, to hold on to hope. Even though they're not here this evening, I want to thank my students, past, present, and future. Thank you for trusting me with your stories, your dreams, and your hearts. I want to take a moment to recognize my Western Prep, career prep family. You are warriors of compassion and perseverance. Every single one of you brings heart, grit, and grace into our offices, classrooms, and hallways. I accept this honor tonight not because I'm extraordinary, but because I have been extraordinarily lucky. To work alongside teachers and staff like you who give their whole hearts to this profession. We have been placed where we are on purpose, and it's a privilege to stand with you in this calling right where we belong. And to my family, thank you for lifting me up when I needed it most, for reminding me of my purpose, and for believing in the power of the work that I do. Your encouragement, your listening ears, prayers, and unconditional love have carried me through moments when I doubted myself, and for that, I am forever grateful. This award belongs to all of us who wake up every day to choose love, who fight for students who need someone in their corner, who believe the hearts can heal, the futures can change, and that love can and does transform lives. Thank you for this incredible honor. May we all continue to lead with love.
Teresa, I just want to say on behalf of everyone, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us. And I would love to sort of explain a little bit of what is going on, or what has been going on during the award presentation. As you can see, Teresa is walking away with a couple of different plaques. You might be questioning in your head, oh my goodness, what are all of these different things? So I was sort of remiss when I panicked earlier, if you couldn't tell, when my pages were out of order. But what you're going to see, all of our teachers received this evening were 2 legislative tributes. So there were different legislative tributes that, can I borrow your guys' real fast? I want to show people what. So there were 2 different legislative tributes that were given out. So for all of the top teachers, there was a legislative tribute that was signed by Sarah Leitner, state representative, and also Kathy Schmaltz, who's the state representative. And then there was also a second tribute that was signed by Senator Sue Shink, state representative Sarah Leitner, state representative Kathy Schmaltz, state representative Carrie Renyons, and then also our lieutenant governor and our governor as well. So I wanted to just kind of call that out, that each one of those. And then our teacher of the year, also besides the 2 tributes, thank you, Rainey. She received a special commemorative tribute that has all of those same signatures on it as well. And there's a beautiful story about the dedication that each of the teachers have. So if you get a chance to read those tributes, I really encourage you to do so. And then also you're going to see that Teresa, as the teacher of the year, she received a commemorative cover of Jackson Magazine, and then also the teachers with the grant recipients received the framed kind of commemorative photo of their achievement. So with that, I hope that we can all kind of give all of the teachers another round of applause, just a little bit. But I wanted to kind of make good on a promise to have Eric come up and tell us a little bit more about some of the philanthropic support that 5 of our teachers are going to be receiving this evening. So Eric.
Hey everyone, I'm Eric. I did not go to school in Jackson County, but after tonight I kind of wish I had. A lot of great ideas and some talent in this room, so thank you guys for being here. I'm the Donor and Community Relationship Director at Jackson Community Foundation. I recognize some of you from the foundation work. If you don't know what the Community Foundation is, I'm going to tell you, it's great. We are a collection of funds that help strengthen our community. We support causes in our community that make it stronger. That sounds very mission statement-y. What that means practically, mechanically, is we do grants to nonprofits and we provide scholarships for our local students. And we get to do cool stuff like this. We get to support our local teachers. Like Jenny said earlier, our main top teacher is going to get a grant, and then our 4 behind them are going to get a grant as well. And that's pretty cool. Like I said, we're a collection of funds. I wanted to highlight a handful of funds in particular: the Patricia Stinson Trozen Endowment Fund, the Community Needs Endowment Fund, and the Hearst Foundation. And now I want to talk about a different fund in that collection. That's the Teachers Fund. This is a prime audience for our Teachers Fund. For those of you who don't know about our Teachers Fund, it started in 1992. It's its 33rd year. It's as old as our former co-MC Sarah up here. It's a great fund. It is ran similar to the Top Teacher, a advisory committee of local educators. We try to get one educator from every school in the county. If you're here from Hanover, Horton, Concord, Vandercook Lake, Napoleon, or Michigan Center, maybe you're watching from one of those schools, we do need someone from your district to represent them. And that grant round is open right now. That is a $3,000 grant to a local teacher that is looking to inspire creativity, innovation within a K-12 school in Jackson County. Like I said, that grant round is open right now. You guys are my primary audience for that grant round. If you have a great idea that supports that innovation or that creativity, check out our website, jacksoncf.org. There's a cool little tab at the top that says grants. You're going to click that and find Teachers Fund on that page. That closes in July 7th, so you've got some time. But I would recommend do it sooner than later. I have one more shout out for the Patricia Stinson Trozen Endowment Fund, the Hearst Foundation, and the Community Needs Endowment. I'm excited to also announce the 2026 Top Teacher Awards are now open. You can visit jacksonmagazine.com. You can nominate outstanding educators and continue this wonderful tradition that we're doing here in this room right now. And last but not least, let's end with just one more round of applause for awesome educators.
This evening, we are going to ask that if you received an award this evening, we're going to ask you that you come to the front. We ask that you come either with your little commemorative, not really sure what we want to call it, like the actual award itself, or that we ask that if you received a frame award with your photo, you come with that, so that we can take a photo of all 10 of our educators. Teresa, please bring the copy of the cover if you can. And so on your way this evening, you're going to be able to pick up a copy of the Jackson Magazine at the door, and we really hope that you will continue reading right along with us throughout the coming year. So thank you everyone for coming, and let's give a round of applause for our